This is Andy of QualityStocks. Today's Tuesday, August 24th, 2010. Today I want to take a look at Uranium Energy Corp. This is an AMEX stock trading under the ticker UEC. This chart is actually a 3-year weekly chart. I was looking at this earlier and it happened to catch my eye. Point out a couple things. Outside this took the nosedive when everybody else did, basically at the end of 2008. It's recovered since then, like so many stocks have. I just want to point out this pretty historic support level right around the area that it is, and a pretty historic resistance level right here around $3.94. A little peak once above it to $4.16. I'm not going to worry about too much before that, because like I say, this is 3 years ago. But now I see these movement averages all starting to turn up, the short terms, and all getting ready to get bunched together. So I want to take a look at the indicators and see what they're doing. Well, this has been in a sideways channel. See, they've, I know, MACD in a pretty good downtrend throughout that channel, but now we're seeing a cross of the signal line as the histogram's breaking back through zero. This is giving hints of a possible move to the north direction. PPO in pretty much the exact same position. ADX, the strength of this trend is really trickled down, so it doesn't really tell you which direction it's going to break or anything like that, but you're going to look for this ADX to start to turn and give some strength to whichever direction this chooses. Now, obviously, if it goes to the north side, this positive DI, this green line, will break to the north with it. We're going to look first for the ADX if it makes its roll, break through 20, and ultimately through 30. 30 is putting it into a strong trend. Getting a little bit of separation between the short term, the 7, and the longer term 21 MFIs, but over the last several months, all starting to trend upward. Something to keep an eye on. The accumulation distribution kind of resembles the price per share, pretty much trending in a sideways channel, maybe the slightest downtrend to it. You're going to look for this to see if it's going to see some buying. You're going to look for this to start trending back north. The Chaikin money flow kind of sideways as well. Maybe the slightest uptrend over the last few months. Same way with the CCIs, broke through negative 100, broke back out of oversold territory, and it's got a trend to the north. Again, this is, I don't mean to beat a dead horse here, but this full still getting a recent trend to the north side. We're starting to see it approach 50, which is bull chart territory. We're going to look for things like this downtrend line. You can kind of see it's kind of in a channel. We're going to look for that to get up into bull chart territory and eventually try and break through that trend line. Tricks, again, a very slow indicator and a solid downtrend, following right along with the PPS. But we're starting to see a hint as it's getting closer together of a possible bullish cross. If it makes a cross, then we're looking for this to trend back towards zero. Just one more thing to keep an eye on. Tricks is good for long-term movements. RSI is in an uptrend recently, and we're about ready to break through 50, which is a key area for the RSIs. That's what you want to see. You want to see it get through 50. You can see it's been in a pretty solid downtrend the whole time. This is a negative divergence. It's breaking through that trend line right now and testing 50, which is bull chart territory. All three of them moving together, which is a good thing. So now I want to see if that's going to continue. Zooming in on resistance at this point is a little bit difficult because I'm spanned out so far into a 3-year chart. But you'll see kind of right here through this $2.90, $3 area, recently right in front of it, is a resistance level. So we're going to look for that to try and break through. The 50-day moving average is at 306. Obviously, that's what you'd like to see. A truly bullish, strong chart is trading over all the moving averages. And all these are getting scrunched together pretty close, within pretty close proximity to each other, with the short term starting to get underneath the PPS. So if this makes a move and challenges that resistance, there's a good chance this can take on a strong bull chart look. So ultimately, we're going to look for a new high to be tested, but it's going to start with getting through $3 and trying to get over this 50-day moving average, trading on the upper side of the Bollinger Bands again, and hopefully continuation to move to the north. First and foremost, if it breaks down, Bottom support must hold historically over 3 years. We have this one dip down to $1.80, but this area has been a very strong area of support, and you'll need to see that hold. Otherwise, this might get a little bit of an ugly downtrend to it, and you'll have to wait for some indicators to reset. So first and foremost, let's see if that bottom support holds, and over the next few weeks, if this can make a move to the north side and eventually get up here and trend and test this $4 area. Again, this is just my interpretation of the UEC chart. This is Andy with QualityStocks.